lot of people are not happy with Not So Pretty Boy Fredo because he put his fans at risk. Not only that, used his daughter to attack someone else's character on YouTube. So let's get straight into the drama. Okay, so apparently Prettyboyfredo had the CC. He posted on Twitter saying, "Thought I was going to die." A week or two later, he then organizes a fan meetup basketball event in New York City. Which was really crazy. Not a lot of people were wearing masks, and as you guys know, we're going through a damn pandemic and people doing stupid shit like this. And social gatherings like this is actually not prohibited in New York. Basically, New York has phases, kind of like what we have in Mexico, right? And there's only a number certain of people that you can hang out during a phase. Now, when Not So Pretty Boy Fredo showing off on Twitter how he was around a lot of people weren't happy with the situation and were dragging him.
You've been chosen. No, hell no. You've been chosen. You lying. You've been chosen. Lying. You've been hell no. Hell no. You've been chosen. No. No. You've been chosen. No. No.
People are on Twitter saying, "Irresponsible, bringing together a large group of kids will eventually spread for their families and essential workers. You're supposed to be a role model. Hope this was worth it while my sister's on the front line dealing with patients in hospitals. F this. Hey war, corruption is real and very deadly. Those are your words, Fredo, and you host a New York City basketball event? Something you know that all your New York fans are going to go and you and not following social distance rules and not wear a mask? Setting a good example for your daughter. Y'all literally the only person stupid enough to hold a meet and greet in the city. This is already overrun with and then have hundreds of people enclosed in a basketball car, and if you have days earlier, you should have even been around people." And numbers that jump after the protest, and this was dumb. Also, comparing the protest to this is so wrong. Some folks are willing to risk their life for change. He risked his for a basketball event. This is a fraud. I wish people would see it already. Shaking my effing head. Had a career last week, but hosting a basketball tourney this week, shaking my head. Did you actually host a basketball event while you had COVID? After the backlash, Not So Pretty Boy Fredo ended up making a video apologizing for his mistake. Check it out.
They're in their phase 3 of reopening the city. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things are opening up here. You know, things are almost, getting back to normal. So I felt like, all right, if we're, getting back to normal, this should be okay. But nonetheless, I was wrong.
And then he threw this damn fallacy. People make mistakes.
People make mistakes. I think a lot of people think that YouTubers are robots and, hi, I'm gonna do this so perfect. Like, that's not how it works. We're human beings. We made a mistake, and yesterday I wholeheartady made a mistake, and I apologize for that.
When you make a mistake, you don't turn around and go, "But I'm not
robot."
Okay, you just say, "Look, I f***ed up. What I did was wrong, and I apologize for it, and I'll do better." Let me ask you this. You came to the event wearing a mask, right? Because you know it's the right thing to do, because obviously we're in a pandemic. So why the f*** did you not at least close the event down when you saw that other people weren't wearing a mask? Hello?
Hello?
This just shows me how irresponsible you are, and for you to have the nerve and say, "But YouTubers are not perfect," but yet you're wearing a mask to protect yourself. You see other people at your event not wearing a mask and you don't do anything? Quarantine me! He then calls out the people for calling him out for lying.
My experience, I would not want anyone else to experience. I said this in my previous video, and it sucks that I have a lot of people, like, they're so clout chasing, like, oh, you fake 19, you fake COVID. I literally played the clip of the lady telling me for the first time that I tested positive for COVID, but still, some people feel like it's okay to do that because, they'll get the extra likes, they'll get the extra views. It's cool, but it's also not cool to lie.
Showing video footage of the doctor or the lab calling him saying that he tested positive.
Right, hon, so I have your results right here. So you did turn out positive for COVID, okay? Can't breathe or something like that, you need to go to the hospital, okay?
Then you have to go into my bedroom and give me a big kiss. Cause I really love kisses, Fredo. Oh, and you have to lick my toes. I really love that.
And then You have to quarantine from the day that your symptoms started for about 14 days, okay?
There you go. And also I'm gonna show a screenshot right here of my actual lab result. But these are some important tips that you need to understand. Before I actually posted that I was positive for COVID-19, I had already had for 2 weeks, all right? So I already went through my symptoms and being sick and all of that shit. I was off of social media. The only thing that I would post around that time was like, yo, I'm really sick right now. I don't know what's going on, but I should be better soon. It has now been like 3 weeks since I posted that video.
Now, to be fair, when you go back to his tweet, it does say that thought I was going to die, meaning he had it, because he's talking in the past present. He goes, I tested positive for the coronavirus. I thought I was going to die, meaning he already went through it. So it makes sense to me what he's saying, and I definitely think he's being honest with this.
I no longer have I don't know, some people, they see me jet skiing and doing all this crazy stuff and they're like, didn't you just have Yes, I did have COVID-19 like a month ago, but I'm not gonna have it for the rest of my life.
Anyway, a lot of people weren't happy with what he said in his apology video, and a lot of people went off and here's what they said.
Bro, it's no apologizing for that dude, especially when possibly have no symptoms, and some people don't know if they have COVID or not. But you drew a large crowd of teens out to do nothing but stand around each other. Majority of these people didn't even have masks on. Stupid decision, and honestly, you did it to satisfy your ego. You a cool dude, and I'm still a fan, but at the end of the day, still a regular civilian. And that just wasn't cool, dude. I'm about to get 500 comments saying, oh my god, bro, they should have came, bro. It's not Fredo's fault. Don't even.
Fredo has literally been so toxic and disgusting, it's honestly sad. I'm sure the healthcare workers really appreciate your selfish meetup.
Claims to have
then goes out to our church say a meet and greet. The going on outside? Freds are out here single-handedly wiping out New York black community with COVID-19. How can you make a mistake when it's something global and you had it and it's been growing now for 4 to 5 months? So not fair, not buying it. A popular YouTuber by the name of Agent02 ends up making a video criticizing Pretty Boy's video and what he did.
Classified information that what you had planned was a horrible idea. It would be one thing if he didn't know, but there's no way he didn't know. Everyone's lives have been interrupted by this thing. So he has to know, right? Unless he's just underneath the goddamn rock with Patrick the Star the whole I'm not gonna sit here and buy it, man. And I don't believe that just because people got angry at him that he changed. He's been the same guy for years, man. Just now people catching on to it.
It really is. People are starting to see BoyFredo's true colors. There are videos out there with him with facts exposing for some of the bullshit that he has done. He feels that BoyFredo faked his
It's a phone call where there's no way to verify who's on this side. Not that we had to verify because we care so much, but just that he lied about it and then lied about not lying about it and then went out and did what he did. So everything compiles, it's like, man, you gotta be pretty idiotic to have that sequence of events unfold multiple times throughout the course of your career, man.
Now, I personally don't think BoyFredo is lying. If he did, it is very good, but I understand why people feel that he is lying because he has done it so many times in his career. When you consistently lie, consistently fake things, consistently finesse your fans, people are going to question everything you do. You can't expect not to get criticism when your whole life is basically it and bullshit all the time. But saying that, it's so important to still look into things to make sure things are real or not. He ends up looking at Fredo's papers. Every time I say Fredo, I just think of that chocolate bar that I used to eat in Australia a long time ago called Fredo the Frog. Y'all ever eat that in America? I don't know if you got that. But anyway.
Goddamn last name? Or Joe, no cap. I don't know what exactly I'm looking at.
I can see, barely.
What I do know is that he's an expert at faking things. And so I don't believe it.
people have been open to publicly share their results on the internet. Looking at it, it looks like a legit form. Like, I'm checking out this form here, and there's nothing that says to me Fredo's is wrong. Yes, his name under his name is blacked out, but there are other forms that have the address there. I don't know why he would have blacked out the hospital, which is weird. So far, I believe Stupid Boy Fredo definitely got COVID, and he had it previously and then got better and showed the results. I believe him in that. I definitely believe him. I could be wrong. What do you guys think? Seriously, let me know in the comment section below. Spam in the comments. You think he was faking it or not? I definitely think it was real. I just think he's a real irresponsible person and doesn't about anyone but himself and getting his ego stroked. That's why he put himself and his fans in such a risky situation for this event. Anyway, Angry Boy Fredo was mad and wanted revenge on Agent 02. So him and his girlfriends
Hi, sisters.
video debunking some of the stuff that he had said in his video.
But I listen to a only point out my mistakes and doesn't praise me when I'm up. I'm not saying that I need praise when I'm up, but don't kick a man when he's down because you have that opportunity. Like, that's some sucker. You're an opportunist. That's what opportunists do. They wait into...
It's very ironic how he says Agent 20 is an opportunist, but yet this is the same guy that didn't give a shit about his fans and cared about getting his ego stroked and trying to organize an event during a pandemic.
They have an opportunity to kick you while you're down, and they never want to praise you while you're up. I guarantee you this never said anything positive about me ever in his entire life.
No, security!
You fanned out, you capped out, and you glizzied out. You got this down your throat.
Then, Angry Boy Fredo, so mad about the situation, he decided to lie on Agent 02's name and say that he sent death threats to his daughter.
The worst part about it all, this kid had his fans spamming me on Twitter death threats to my daughter, to my child, an innocent being. How disgusting and a pig you are. You do not deserve a channel. You are canceled. And as a father, it's on site.
No, security!
Hey, bro, you are a scum, you are a pig, and you are a clown, and you will be canceled.
I think he's on his affiliate. Seriously, how pathetic must you be to use your own daughter as a crop in your video so you can get your fans' emotions all angered up to go and attack this man who didn't do that? You provided no evidence of this man doing such a thing, getting his fans to go and wish alleged death on your daughter. Fredo then calls out Agent for not getting the timeline right about his situation on getting
I caught the Rona whole entire month ago.
Be careful, I don't want to get coronavirus.
You screwed the timeline up. Say Fredo said he had...
Oh my God, he's so loud.
That's a lie. That shit was over
God
a month ago.
damn.
You're manipulating and making me seem like a liar and like I had when I was at the event. You're lying.
Yes, people did take what Fredo said out of context. If you look at his tweet again, it's clearly showing that he had it. He didn't have that at the current moment. He then says that he didn't donate for PR purposes like Agent 02 claimed he did.
Only donate for PR reasons. I don't have to do that. I don't have to show that. To charity, it's, oh, you only donated to charity. I'm black. Okay. If I decide to support my brothers, it's because I actually care. Can I not care about being black? But no. It's for publicity. So if I donate, it's for publicity. If I don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't donate, you don't like, you racist. You don't like black people.
No one is making that claim that if you don't donate, you are racist. I don't think there's anything wrong with donating. It depends how you do it. And sometimes people do it to look good, again, to get their ego stroked.
Like I said, man, my event was for charity purposes only. Lives Matter charity. Like, I wouldn't want people going through this. I really didn't. I made a mistake. Can an honest person make a mistake? But LD2K, you a hoe for that. I'm not gonna cap you a hoe for that. Just simply DM me on some cool shit. But nah, you're a glizzy, bro.
Anyway, he ends up messaging Agent 02, inviting him to New York.
Some drama is about to happen!
Or wherever he is.
I'm on the DM right now, bro. All right, give me your name. Give me your birthday, bro. I'll fly you out to New York on some cool. You want to kick it? You want to talk on a one-on-one? We can do that. You want to box on a one-on-one? We can do that. Whatever you want to do, we can do it. But I wouldn't do all this talk for the past 3, 4, 5 years if you ain't really about that like you don't know me.
That's females.
That's female, bro. That's you an eater. You an eater.
So you gonna get flued out like one.
This sounds like a setup because Fredo said that it was on site. How are you gonna say it's on site and then invite him over to talk or to box? Like, that sounds like bullshit.
Some drama is about to happen.
We doing smash. It's off limits in this video. No disrespect on that. If your girl is bad, the bitch is bad, she's getting smashed. If you trash, you get it passed. We got Rubi Rose. Ooh, what? Hey. Yeah. Hit my DM, please. I'm begging you, Rubi Rose. I'm thirsty. Rubi Rose. Whoa, Vicky.
How rude.
Wow. I am smashing. Have you ever seen her twerk? Boy, if you don't. List, we got Ashley Bobbio. That bitch fat. They evil. That bitch fat. I love fat, but that bitch fat. I don't want her. And got Rubi Rose. Ooh, what? Hey. Hey, you Rubi Rose.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Imagine. That's flattering. That's flattering.
Hit my DM, please. Hit my DM, please. Hit my DM, please. Hit me.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all, man. Promise I'm not. Let me just react to it. Let me just watch it. Just so y'all. I don't want to say this like I'm being disrespectful. No disrespect to Kennedy. This nigga knew what he was doing. You knew what you was doing. It's obvious. Common. You know what I mean? For me to be associated with a beautiful woman. It's just my preference, and I have a particular taste, and I have a great taste that a lot of other would like to acquire.
Okay.
But this right here is not how you get a girl. With any girl that I associate myself with, every named mama wanna holler at her. You know what I mean? That's just, I can vouch to say that the rates went down after this video, as men. I know he don't get no ass. And this is just me just keeping it a buck. For sure. This nigga for sure don't get no ass. For sure, for sure. So he probably couldn't hit none of the girls he smashed anyway. Fredo probably got a chance.